it back, run it back, run it back.
It's week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He wouldn't mind a repeat of last week's performance, over 190 yards receiving. It's the Patriots and the Chargers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Breaks through the contact. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week: 14 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now Stafford. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's 2nd leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Chargers had 5 and 6 to start play. They were losers their last time out, trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home, but sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Stafford now to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They started on the ground with Eckler. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Now they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to sit as you've
got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch here by McLaurin, and he's got himself a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running left is Stevenson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop there in this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Open man is Palmer.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Come on, dog! A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way. Our two teams making their final preparations for the second half. And as they do, we send it back out to Foxborough, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Davis fighting. He loses the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Herbert throwing again.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
They got his man complete. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
26 yards.
and the Chargers add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
There he goes, right side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for New England. 44 yards on the ground. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early...
Now that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired, and they're going to throw out the challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good, and it makes the score 21-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 8 yards.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Up the middle with Eckler. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's into space past the 25. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. They'll find Everett there, complete. Still going. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
This is a counter play. Eckler, only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw. Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. That's caught by Myers. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Stafford on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. from the gun. Here's Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Davis now to return it. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says,